Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching season 4 episode 4 of Supernatural. If you want access to my uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Last episode was another phenomenal episode and it was so much deeper than I originally noticed when I watched it. The fact that was always what was meant to happen, meaning everything that had happened up to this point was all based on what Dean originally did. Like, in all universes, Dean was always meant to go back in time and speak to his mother and meet his grandparents. In every universe that happened. That was in his destiny. So he was responsible for John buying baby. He was responsible for telling Mary to give John a chance. He basically instigated a lot of things that are very prevalent in his life right now, and it's crazy to think that Azazel was such a big threat to his family even before he was born. Azazel has literally killed everyone in their family, and that is unreal how big of a part Azazel has played on all of their lives, even bigger than we could have ever imagined before that episode. But it was really interesting seeing the backstory, learning more about Mary because we didn't know too much about her prior to that episode. No idea that she was a hunter. Cannot believe that. And John was just a nice normal man. Mary literally described him as everything that a hunter isn't, and then he turned into one of the most prevalent hunters in the business. He became the very thing she didn't want, and what happened to her sons was the exact things that she wanted to avoid. And yet she set that up herself. Her decision making kind of led to that happening. Oh, not to victim blame at all. Azazel is to blame for all of it, of course he is, but it's the butterfly effect of decisions you make, you know, that lead to this kind of stuff. It's so interesting and so deep. And apparently it had a load of Back to the Future references. I of course have not seen any movie in that franchise. I said before, I've never really watched sci-fi stuff or scary stuff prior to Supernatural because I've never been into scaring myself. But I think Supernatural is quite tame on the horror aspect. It does have its gross moments, but it's not like terrifying for me. It's a good balance of gothic with a true meaningful story behind it. The people in heaven have no idea what Azazel's plan was. Azazel said he had a much bigger plan than just an army of demons, so he had a big end game which he never got to fulfill, but the angels still want to know what that is. I would guess that it was freeing Lucifer, because that's now what Lilith is trying to do, and she's the second in command. Well, she's appointed herself second in command, but the angels already know that that is what Lilith is trying to do, so it's probably something even bigger than that, but I can't think of what that would be. Dean now knows that Azazel fed Sam demon blood though, which I forgot he didn't know about before because it was only Sam that knew that. But Sam is also up to something dodgy apparently, because Castiel said he's headed down a dark path and Dean needs to stop it, otherwise they will. And you know, we don't quite know too much about Castiel or anyone else that may be looking down on them. We don't know what they're willing to do, but if Sam is heading down a dark path, I don't doubt that they probably would kill him in order to get rid of him, to eradicate him, because he would be a problem. And this whole time we've been trying to prevent Sam from going dark, and they've gotten him out so many times, got him out of death and things like that, but how many more times can they do it? So if he truly is going down a dark route with these powers, then I don't think Dean could save him if the angels really wanted Sam gone. So he needs to find out what he's up to and stop it. I mean, I love Sam's powers. I really was excited that this storyline is coming back around, but it's that threat. That's the reason Dean didn't want him doing it, because the threat of him going dark has been here since season 1, and we've seen it happen to others, like Ava in particular. She went down such a dark path. She was given the environment to thrive, And as soon as she got a hang of her powers, she got so power hungry. Same as Jake as well. Jake got through it really quickly. He turned dark so quick. So yeah, it probably could happen to Sam because they've all had the same amount of demon blood. Even though he's doing it for good, it's worrying.
Tell me about those months without your brother. About all the things you and this demon bitch do in the dark.
He must know it's something bad too. Is the person saved? Oh! He promised him he hadn't been doing anything. So this is where I'm like, yes, Sam, continue.
Why don't you start with who she is? And what the hell is she doing here?
Oh gosh, he's gonna be fuming finding out that it's Ruby.
Good to see you again,
Ruby?
He knew instantly.
Is that Ruby? Ruby, stop it!
Couldn't you just get along? If it were the other way around though, Dean would try the same thing. When you've got a potential that could be unlocked, you'd want to try and further it.
You and Ruby go fight demons.
Hold on, Dean, come on, man.
Whoa!
Try to see the other side here.
The other side?
I'm pulling demons out of innocent people.
Use the knife!
The knife kills the victim. What I do, most of them survive. Look, I've saved more people in the last 5 months than we save in a year.
Is that what Ruby wants you to think?
He's never trusted Ruby. And I always have.
If I didn't know you, I would want to hunt you. If it's so terrific, then why'd you lie about it to me? Why did an angel tell me to stop you? So you're just gonna stand there and tell me that everything is all good?
Oh god, it's like the worst fear coming true. Dean saying that he would want to hunt him because of what he's doing. That plays into Sam's whole insecurity that he had of turning dark. Season 2, it's what he was worried about the whole time, and Dean was worrying about it too. But it was Sam that was more vocal about it. He was saying, if I go dark, kill me, Dean. And now that's coming back into play, except he's not asking to be killed this time. It's a legitimate threat. Ugh. Why?
I don't know, I'm just hungry.
Hungry?
Are
I'd
you
call that
happy,
ravenous. Oh. Oh, werewolf?
Mom? A hunter?
Would have believed it either if I hadn't seen it myself.
How'd she look? What do you mean?
She was a babe.
Was she happy?
She was awesome.
Our whole family murdered, and for what? So Yellow Eyes could get in my nursery and bleed in my mouth?
Oh, you knew about that, did you?
You knew about that?
Yeah, for about a year.
A whole year?
A year.
I'm sorry.
You've been saying that a lot lately, Sam.
Yeah, but you were gonna leave that bit of information out too, weren't you, Dean? Oh my god. Eating with your hands is a new low. Look at
I'd say
them.
that qualifies as weird.
Boys, we got Rougarou in our hands.
Rougarou?
A
That
Rougarou.
sounds made up.
They're mean, nasty little suckers.
Hungry for what?
At first for everything, but then for long pig.
For
Long
long
pig.
It
pig.
means human flesh.
Oh
And
dear.
that is my word of the day.
I need
Nah.
I gotta go.
What?
You,
Oh gosh, she's gotta eat him, isn't he?
seriously want to do this, guy?
You know, I really think I do.
Ah!
Only way I found to kill these bastards. Deep fry 'em.
Oh, that seems so sad though, because he's trying to stop it. He's not succumbing immediately, at least.
I did a little homework. I've been checking
See,
out
this
the
is the
lore on
Sam
demons.
we know and love.
What,
The
my 30
person
years
that
of
tries to
experience not
save
good
the
enough for you?
human every time.
See, if they never eat human flesh, they don't fully transform.
So what, go vegan, stay human?
Basically. Or in this case, eat
Vegan.
a lot of raw meat, just not
Long pig.
right.
Who's the fairy tales?
How can you be
Fact
so
is,
sure?
every rougarou I ever saw or heard of took that bite.
Starting to sound a bit like Gordon here, Travis.
We talk to him. Explain what's happening. That way he can fight it.
Fight it? You kidding me? I mean, haven't eaten in days, hungry?
Yeah.
Right there.
Dean, yeah.
Somebody slaps a big juicy sirloin in front of you. You walking away?
But we're not gonna kill him unless he does something to get killed for.
Projecting about himself now.
I swear, you know, one little cut. Yeah, blood's
Oh
never
God,
been
don't kiss it.
What has gotten into you?
I don't know.
He's hungry.
I just want to make sure if push comes, you're gonna shove.
Meaning?
Well, odds are we're gonna have to burn this guy alive. He's gonna turn. They always turn.
Well, maybe he won't. Maybe he can fight it off.
And maybe he can't, that's all I'm saying.
All right, we'll just have to see then, okay?
This is what I mean, Sam. You sure your emotions aren't getting in the way here? Something in his blood. Maybe you can relate.
You know he can relate.
You're probably feeling your bones move under your skin. And your appetite's reaching, hungry hippo levels. How am I doing so far?
Oh my God.
Fight it off.
No.
Others have.
We're not gonna lie to you, though. It's not gonna be easy. You feel like
You
an
gonna tell him how he
alcoholic
has to get
drinking
rid of
whiskey.
him?
But I'm telling you, you gotta say no.
My dad did die. Somebody stop him.
Yes. Everybody you know, they're in danger.
Now!
I wanna hope that he manages to get through this, but it's a lifelong struggle. It's like an addiction, really, isn't it? No, not that girl. Oh God, why is she getting changed in front of me? Why did you do that before you shut the curtains? Your curtains are see-through.
Wait! Well, we're here to save
Oh,
you,
no.
I guess.
We should go. Yeah.
What? Travis, I got weird vibes from him. He's too dead set on this.
I haven't hurt anybody.
Not yet. But you would've. They always do. I really do apologize. But she is part of it.
What?
Michelle, tell him what you told me when I got here.
She's pregnant.
I said, don't hurt me. Because I'm pregnant.
You want to kill me, but not my wife, okay? I'm begging you.
You ain't got no choice.
His strength. Maybe his strength can do it. Oh, no, not this. Oh! Oh! Don't eat him. Ooh. How traumatizing for her. Should be easy to follow. The remains.
Oh God. Guess you were right about Jack.
I wanted. Oh. Oh. I wanted to believe in it too, though.
You send your friend here. He tried to burn my wife alive.
What? Why?
He didn't say.
You liar.
Listen to me. You got this dark pit inside you. I know. Believe me, I know. But that doesn't mean you have to fall into it. You don't have to be a monster.
Oh, he has to do it. He shoved. At least it feels a bit better because it was after he'd already turned. It's still hard, but if they'd done it pre him turning, there always would have been the unknown of whether he would have turned or not. He did it.
You did the right thing, you know. The guy was a monster. There was no going back. Your psychic thing, it scares the crap out of
Look,
me.
it's all the same. I'd really rather not talk about it.
What are you doing to enhance it, Sam?
These powers. It's playing with fire.
Oh, is this his wake up call?
I'm done with them.
He's gonna stop.
I'm done with everything. This is my choice.
Finally, we had a really good Sam episode this season. The first 3 episodes have been more focused on Dean. Within reason, he just got back from hell. But this was a Sam ep, and I want to hope, even though we don't have answers as to what he's doing, we still don't really know how he's enhanced his powers so much. I really want to see a flashback or some kind of insight into what has happened over the past few months with Sam when Dean was in hell, because I want to know how Ruby came back so badly. I don't know how many people actually care about that, but I really want to know what happened to her from when Dean put her in the devil's trap to coming back and helping Sam with his powers. What happened to her? But also, I want to see how they've been practicing this whole time. We saw this episode him exorcising the demon, and they managed to save the human, thankfully. But surely he hasn't been able to do that the whole time, just instantly do that and it comes out. There must have been a lot of practice involved, so I want to know how he practiced for this. And I hope so badly that what he said at the end there was genuine. I mean, a lot of Sam was reflected in Jack, so I don't know if this is going to become like a thing where he becomes addicted to his powers. Like maybe Jack's addiction to Long Pig is going to be similar to Sam's addiction to his powers, because that scene at the end there when Sam was locked in the closet and he was talking to Jack, I really hoped for the both of them that it was going to get through to Jack and miraculously make him, you know, unturned from being a Rugaroo, I can't quite remember the name. Sam was the one that really listened to that advice, and, you know, witnessing firsthand, witnessing stuff like that, I feel like there was a lot of character development for Sam as well in Heart, when he had to watch Madison. He was so hopeful that she could be saved. Every time something like this happens, it reinforces to Sam how he doesn't want to go dark, and he was going down this path and he didn't really realise, like he said to Dean, don't treat me like I'm stupid, of course I know the consequences. But when you hear, you know, angels are saying you're going to go down a dark path, he's now witnessed Jack go down this path so quickly. You never know how quick it's going to happen. He might be using things for good now, but if he carries on, one day he could be completely fine and the next day he could be completely evil. You never ever know. I don't blame him for experimenting with it at all though, because I think you would want to, if you have something inside of you that you could potentially do. It's like when you find out you're good at something. Like if you found out you had a hidden singing talent, you would want to pursue singing after finding out you're good at it. Like having something inside of you, a potential inside of you that could be unlocked, that could save lives. Singing wasn't a very good comparison, but if you have something in you that could potentially save lives, be for the greater good, you would want to pursue that. But it comes with so many risks that makes it not worth it. But I just wanted the show to explore the possibility of it, you know, even though it might not go to plan, he might go dark. I'm happy they've explored it, because it saddened me when they were just talking about the possibility of Sam going dark, but they weren't actually showing him utilizing his powers very often. So he's tried it, it's not looking like the outcome will be good, so he's gonna stop. I don't think he will stop, because as I say, I feel like it might lead into, you know, him being addicted to doing it because the adrenaline rush of saving people and stuff like that. And also I don't know how Ruby's gonna react to him wanting to stop, but at least he's acknowledged that he wants to stop and that he's taken Dean's feelings on the matter on board. It feels like it's been all doom and gloom since Dean got back, with regards to the two of them in scenes together at least. I hope there's good times for them soon. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my reaction to season 4 episode 4 of Supernatural. If you want to watch my uncut reactions to Supernatural, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for episode 5. Bye!